Jesus Christ, in whose name we pray.
Amen.
The choir is going to sing an old hymn this morning. They say old hymns. It's not really an old hymn when you consider some of the hymns we sing are from the 4th century. This is from 1903, so not that old. George Young was such a sort of insignificant individual that we can't even find a record of his birth anywhere. No one knows when he was born. But he lived his life as a carpenter and as one who preached the gospel of Jesus Christ, and he and his wife were true partners in ministry. They served in churches that often couldn't find pastors because they weren't able to pay their pastors. And so the Youngs had a life that was very poor from the sense of material blessings. And finally, at one point, they were able to pool together enough money to build a very small house of their own. And when George was away preaching at one point, some thugs in the city who were antagonistic to the gospel set fire to that house. And they became homeless for all intents and purposes. And it's after that event, we believe, that George wrote this hymn, the chorus of which says about our travels through life, some through the waters, as Isaiah reminds us, some through the flood, some through the fire, but all through the blood. Some through great sorrow, but God gives a song in the night season and all the day long. In his hymn, he begins with this sort of taking us back to Psalm 23 and the beautiful shepherd's psalm, and the text that's there reminds us of that. And then soon he brings the reality that the rain falls on the just and the unjust. The rain falls on those who are walking with the Master and those who are not. But that it's the Master's presence in our lives that really changes things for us. There's an interesting P.S. to this story that I found. Around 1942, hymn writer Halvor Lillinus, who wrote The Bible Stands and Wonderful Grace of Jesus, decided to track down George Young's widow and find out more. He got an address in a small town, and driving there, he spotted a gas station to ask for directions. When the attendant saw the address, he said, "Why, sir, that's the county poorhouse up the road about 3 miles. And mister, when I say poorhouse, I mean poor house." Not knowing what to expect, Lillinus made his way there. He found Mrs. Young, a tiny elderly woman, in surroundings that were far from congenial. However, she radiated the joy of the Lord and spoke of how he guided her and her husband over many years. And then she explained, "Dr. Lillinus, God led me here to this place. I'm so glad he did. For you know, about every month, someone comes into this place to spend the rest of their days. So many of them don't know my Jesus. I'm having the time of my life introducing them to my Jesus. Dr. Lillinus, isn't it wonderful how God leads us?"